Most people have no idea what it takes to make a successful music artist. It's not just the writing, the singing, the look, the charisma. It's everything, the total package. When Marta arrived in Nashville, she had many of the pieces, but she needed just a few more.
The early demos were a little rough, but her voice was there, and you could really tell that. So we wanted to start working with her in a development program that we have here called EMI Productions, that we could really flesh out and find out what is the unique thing about her and help highlight that. And so from that, we put her with one of our producers, Bobby Huff, and he's worked very hard with her, and really, I think they've really focused in on what her talents are.
When we're in the studio, we're able to go back and forth on ideas. All the egos are thrown out the window. If her idea is the best and it's the best for the song, it's great. Or if I happen to come up with something that's good, she'll say, yeah, that's really cool, let's try that.
The more that you learn to be a better songwriter, the more you really embrace that whole idea of, okay, you're in a room with somebody and what are we going to write about today? And that kind of pressure of trying to come up with something. So some days you'll go in and you may have a few ideas that you've written down. Maybe this is something I'd like to write about sometime, but you really don't know. So it's always that very serendipitous or whatever, where you just get together and you write something. It's great.
Her melodic sense and her voice really brings a lot to the first, any session, and it was certainly the very first session that happened. It was just, I felt right away that, oh man, this is something really cool, because you never know what you're gonna get started with, if it's going to be inspiring or if it's going to be maybe more work than it's worth sometimes. But she was immediately inspiring, and has become a good friend.
Have there been times when you thought this might be it? That whether it be a visit from her label president or in the A&R department, and when you felt so strongly about it that maybe you called home and you said, you know what, I think we got it. I think this might be it.
We've gotten to the point now between my husband and I that we just say, and don't tell anybody about this, because we know we can handle it. We see the reality of the situation, but your family and your friends get involved, and then they take it very personally if somebody turns you down or whatever. So we pretty much just keep it to ourselves.
As in any process, there are always things where, you know what, the band wasn't on this night when there's somebody here to see you. This person you really thought liked what you did not completely understand it for whatever reason.
Labels will say, let's do a deal, let's do something, or they give you the wink and the nod, and the next day you wake up and get the call, nah, I don't think we're going to do it. It's heartbreaking to everyone, but then they dust themselves off and they become more determined, and they continue working, whether it's singing demos, writing songs, doing performances, all those things.
Well, I'd start my week on Monday that I would get up at 4 in the morning, I would drive to Nashville, get there about 8 o'clock our time, 7 their time, so I could take like a little nap, get a little, and then get up, or either go to the gym, take a shower, get ready, and go write, because nothing starts in Nashville till like 10 o'clock. At least, at the very earliest, it's 10 o'clock. So then I would write or be in the studio Monday and Tuesday, then I would leave Tuesday night, because we'd have band practice on Wednesday at noon. In Atlanta. So I had to be back for rehearsal and then ladies' night. And then you go around through the weekend, and then we had to play a teen night on Sundays. So then by midnight you're done. Then I go home, and then it starts all over again on Monday. And I'm
back to Nashville.
Back to Nashville.
1, 6, 1, and then add the 2, just a straight 2.
She surrounded herself with people that are talented, that care about her, that believe in her, that want to win with her. They want her to win, because she's a very endearing, wonderful person. You can be a singer and be a jerk, or you could be a singer with equal talent and be an endearing person. And 10 times out of 10, this person's going to get the attention because people want to see them win.
I think she can do things in various markets, not just country. I don't think she's limited to just country. Her music, I think, speaks to a larger group of people.
I believe and she's going to be a very important artist to country music and probably music in general in years to come.
She's going to make it, and it's going to be something big. And it could be music, could be in the ministry. Whether she makes it in music, I don't think it really matters because she's going to be heard.
We're going to keep doing what we're doing, and hopefully somewhere along the way someone will say, I love what you're doing, and we want to join you in this process that you're on, this path that you're on. We want to be a part of it, and that's what our hope is.
It's so great to see you guys again.
Well, that's Marta Tyree. What did you think? Does she have what it takes? A lot of industry people think maybe so. But as you've seen in the last half hour, there's many hills and valleys between great talent and a recording contract. When you look at the CDs in your collection, what made you go buy that CD from your favorite artist? Keep your eyes open for Marta in the coming months, because you never know who could be music's next diamond in the rough.